Hey, what's up everybody? Crapgamer here, back with another video. Thank you guys for checking it out. Make sure you give this video a thumbing and or liking, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet so already. Also hit up MC Mornings on Skype and leave a voicemail if you want to win a year of Xbox Live Gold this Sunday on Mooch's channel, or a lot of other cool stuff that we're giving away. More Xbox Live, games, codes, all kinds of stuff. We're really loaded up with lots of stuff to give away. I want to jump right into today's topic, and that is the PS4 Slim. Yes, the dirty little secret that the media and nobody's talking about. Why is nobody talking about this thing as being a failure? I realized that was the talk and the joke when Xbox One S was announced, and then they announced Scorpio at the same time, and everybody's like, man, that Scorpio announcement really doomed that Xbox One S, despite it being like almost 2 years out. And then Sony announces a PS4 Slim and the Pro within a couple months of each other, which really is idiotic, and nobody seems to bat an eyelash or say Sony did anything wrong or ignorant or stupid. It's just like la-di-da, like la-di-da-da-da-da-da, la-di-da-da-la-di-da. You know, it's just a bunch of nonsense. You look at Amazon, PS4 Slim, nowhere to be found. I mean, you'll see the Pro there, you'll see the old school PS4 there, no PS4 Slim. Why? Because the PS4 Slim is cheaper. It's made cheaper. It looks clunky. It's hot. It has no 4K Blu-ray player, no HDR abilities. You know what I mean? It's not really an upgrade. They take out the optical port, so there's a lot of things you can't do. But again, the media didn't jump on this at all and say, did Sony doom the PS4 Slim by announcing the Pro? Really, I think the Xbox One S kind of doomed the PS4 Pro and the Slim because it does so much more. And, you know, maybe people are waiting for the Pro. I don't know, because it's only a $100 price difference, which isn't too bad. But at the end of the day, it's really kind of weird that, you know, we're seeing this kind of situation where nobody's bringing it up. This PS4 Slim is possibly being the biggest flop in the history of console slims. You know what I mean? Just think about this. Every Slim has really caught on and sold extremely well. I can think of these things going back even to the PSX. That was the PlayStation 1 Slim. That thing sold really well. You know, the PS2 Slim sold extremely well. The PS3 really caught on once they hit that Slim, and then the second, the Super Slim as it's called or whatever. Look at the Xbox 360. That did amazingly well once they came out with the revision of that in 2010. In fact, it didn't lose an NPD in like 3 years or something. So it did very well. The Xbox One S, that's technically a Slim, and that's doing very, very well, setting records and doing good things for Microsoft. And yet here we have the PS4 Slim, and it's nowhere to be found on Amazon or anywhere as best sellers. Nobody's talking about it. I don't know anybody that has it. When I bring up that it already released, because it released on September 15th, so there's already weeks out on the market, and it doesn't look to be doing a dent or doing anything. You know, people are like, wait, this thing released? Yeah, it released weeks ago, and we're not seeing anything on it, which leads me to believe that this thing was a huge failure. And I can remember talking to Rand Outdoor, who shout out to him. He's like, does the podcast sometimes, and he's on TXR podcast. He messaged me, he goes, I don't know, you know, Sony's pretty smart. New hardware always sells. And I'm like, well, new hardware usually does sell, but it doesn't look like this is particularly selling, because this might be a situation where it actually is underperforming due to the Pro or due to the Xbox One S. So, you know, plus it's a downgrade, you know, unlike the Xbox One S, which feels like it's an upgrade. The PS4 Slim just does not feel like an upgrade. It feels cheap and clunky, like I said. And again, they took features out to save themselves money. They don't really care about, you know, giving you a more quality product for that price. They just care about saving themselves money, which is unfortunate. And you know, at the end of the day, you know, I think it probably deserves to not sell very well. Very poor messaging, very poor design. You know, just looks like they just wanted to get a cheap buck. You know, it's unfortunate. And you know, this thing could be a huge disaster for Sony, and nobody's covered it. The media's not talking about it. YouTubers aren't talking about what a disaster this thing is. Nobody's saying anything about it, and I just find that a little bit ironic and kind of funny, given all the hate that Microsoft got for the quote-unquote dumbness of announcing the S and the Scorpio at the same time. So let me know what you guys think. Is this thing the biggest flop that nobody's talking about? Sound off, comment, rate, subscribe, rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.